Hello and welcome back to the ESL Pro League North America Division Season 5. Currently halfway between the two maps of Winterfox and compLexity. And, well, compLexity are definitely off on the right foot.
Yeah, I mean, taking a 16-6 victory on Cache, their own map pick, are they going to be happy with that rolling forward, especially with the eco win as well? I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you be happy with that?
Exactly. I mean, what was it, 13-2 in the first half, or 12-3, something like that?
15-2 at one stage
15-2. It was just a complete and utter drubbing, essentially, there of Winterfox. They did claw back a couple of rounds towards the end, but it always felt as though they were just delaying the inevitable. There was never really much of a chance they were going to come back into it. And now we have to set our sights forward here onto Overpass, our next map. I believe that is Winterfox's pick. It certainly should favour Winterfox a little bit more than Cache did.
Yeah, they're able to... I think they played Overpass a couple of times now, so I think they took a victory against Rush last week. compLexity, though, it's just scary because even if it's their own map pick, compLexity is starting the CT side, and with that aim, if they just bring it forward, they can take another 13-2 half. It doesn't really even matter how much execution you need because you just go, all right, we'll just throw on towards a B site. Jason, or an Android, just do your stuff. Yeah,
well, we'll have a look and see how things are going across the board here. It is looking like it's going okay for NRG over on the mainstream up against CLG, but that one... definitely not over just yet. Could come back there for CLG. We'll have to find out later on in the piece. As we mentioned there for Cache on our first one, 16-6 the way of compLexity. And, well, some real work to do in this second map for Winterfox.
Absolutely. They need to take this. This is... I would argue, if they lose this, they may end up alongside with Selfless at the bottom. They will end up actually Selfless at the bottom of the ESL Pro League, and that's not somewhere you want to be at, especially with Matchday number 13. Sure, this is kind of a catch-up match for them, but still don't want to be at the bottom. If you're at the bottom, it means that you could be relegated towards, you know, you could be relegated out of the Pro League, and no one wants to do that.
Yeah.
No one wants to drop down.
No one wants that. I mean, like, what happens then for either of these teams if they do get dropped out of Pro League? I mean...
I think they go back towards...
I think they disband, really.
With Winterfox, yeah, pretty much. It's unfortunate to say
well,
that,
maybe they don't disband. Maybe they just come back here to Australia and compete here. And they certainly would be a team which I think could compete. I don't know if they necessarily would be up the top. But
I would argue probably not. I mean, we saw pretty much, once again, maybe a bit of Australian bias, but I would say that the Australian teams that, like, say, for example, Tainted, as well as even Chiefs, Immunity, Darksided, all these guys will actually give Winterfox a run for their money. They play, you know, from what we saw last night, they played really solid. And I'd like to see Winterfox come back and Renegades come back and see how they do against the local talent these days, because it looks like...
Well, Renegades are going to be coming to IEM Sydney.
Exactly.
So we may or may not see them up against some of the Australian teams while they're here. I don't think Winterfox said they were able to attend the qualifiers, so they aren't necessarily coming to IEM Sydney, but I agree. I would love to see them coming through to back to Australia and New Zealand and seeing how they can compete. But something that maybe we are going to have to wait a little bit longer for. And yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, they need to basically really knuckle down now in the NA Pro League and start to get some wins on the board, because maybe if they don't sort of compete here, and if they don't manage to re-qualify for next season of NA Pro League, maybe their return to Australia is going to be a little bit sooner than they would have liked.
Yeah, and this is where I guess this is a must-win. That's what we're talking about. This is a must-win. When you sign up with an organization as prestigious as Winterfox, it doesn't become a, look, you can drop these many rounds before you're given a second chance. If you get dropped out of the Pro League, it's kind of like, well,
you're gone.
Why would Winterfox sign up a roster that is doing worse than the previous roster? There were arguments for it in 2016. You know, the previous season where they went 9-17 for the Pro League, we can kind of argue, look, Winterfox, all right.
It was their first season.
You know, it's the first time, you know, a lot of the time for the teams to actually go overseas, you know, trying to get into the rhythm of working it out in a team house, rhythm of practicing against NA, learning the meta. But this season, going now 1-10, which is, they have, I don't know how many maps to make a turnaround. I don't think it's enough. Especially given how they're playing. It looked positive for almost, and then they just get absolutely stomped by compLexity. And that's just, it's just harsh. Especially also losing against the ex-Winterfox lineup. I think it was Denial.
Yeah.
Losing 2-0 like that, it's just...
Yeah, it's not great. But compLexity, things are looking a little bit better for them. Still not great, is probably how I would classify it at 2-9. But doing a little bit better now than they were before. And if they can pull this one off on Overpass, which is a possibility, then definitely they are going to be starting to feel a little bit more pleased with themselves. But that does, of course, require them to win this one.
Yeah, especially if they're starting on the CT side, does make their job a lot easier. And we saw already, you know, they've taken both pistol rounds so far on both sides. So it's not like they'll easily go, all right, we've been struggling with pistols so far. Winterfox have lost both of theirs. compLexity getting a couple of multi-kills, and Def just going to be spotting out for early information, but really no damage exchanged. He just spots, yeah, Winterfox are towards A site. Could still be a fake. Just compLexity will just rally their forces around and about. And you can see Def already locking down the long A line. You have Desi on the site, making sure that no one can sneak their way in toilets.
There's a few utilities there on Winterfox, courtesy of Offnu. He's got a smoke, a couple of flashbangs, so they have something to get them into this A-bomb site. The first flash is going to go out into bathrooms, not really affecting anything too much there for compLexity at this point. Or was that actually, no, that was a decoy. I thought it was a flash.
Yeah, well,
am I going crazy? I swear I saw a flash. But anyway,
I think there was a flashbang maybe thrown, but well, Offnu, they're charging straight up towards Long and Def. He's just in an awkward position. He's charging straight towards toilets and won't be able to achieve anything. You can't really charge it towards toilets with no control. Now this is much better from Winterfox, collapsing on towards the A site, getting the kills working in their favor. Now up to Jason R and Android to try to, I guess, capitalize and try to bring it back because the bomb has not been planted yet. There it is, Winterfox with a good secure or surround on the site, but Android now wrapping around. He can do some damage, but if Jason R gets taken out, this could be all over. He's able to get one headshot, and now Android on a 1-on-3.
Yeah, difficult task here for Android, really. He doesn't have too much time to work with. I don't even know where the kit would be for the CT side, if there is even one on this bomb site. Maybe Jason had it in bank, but even now, like, I think it's just too little too late. Best case scenario is he probably gets a knife kill onto EMAG or something like that, just for that little bit of extra cash, but there you go. He takes down EMAG, and he's got the kit.
He found it, but there's no time. So able to get the kills, though.
Pretty nice. 4 kills.
And that's a little bit poor from Winterfox.
Yeah.
Just allowing Android just to go big like that and just get kill after kill after kill. Well, Winterfox still will be able to get the bomb plant down. They'll be able to force up in this, but compLexity looking to try to take it back. They'll be forcing up pistols on depth. Android has a lot of cash to work with, and he's going to go for the scout. This can do serious work if he's able to find a couple of clean headshots, maybe get some of the UMPs and rifles and give it towards his teammates. It's still not over for Winterfox yet, even after the pistol. It just feels like it's a struggle. Even they get the opening kill, it's just like, yeah, they got a favorable position. 5-on-2, and they still all die.
Yeah.
Sure, they take the round, but they still all die. And it's once again Jason R and Android.
Well, it's another difficult round for them coming out here. I mean, like, even though they have got the guns, it's a buy from compLexity, and I feel as though the scout buy is actually quite potent, because there you go, we've seen Zuzi now drop to 11 HP, the pistol, easy clean up onto that. So this has to be a well-played round by Winterfox. It's by no means just a sure thing.
Yeah, you can see that Surreal just dancing around. They've got this positioning in toilets where that he can get the information, and Android's allowed to kind of float around with the scout. They are coming back towards the B site. They suspect that compLexity are stacking towards A, but look what compLexity do. Let's go. All right, let's go back towards B. We don't really have to play aggressive anymore, because I don't think Winterfox, if they wanted to attack toilets, they have to use more utility. They've dropped Android down towards Heaven with the scout. You can see that he's just, you know, looking to do some more damage and help his teammates on the ground with that fire support. Looking towards short. There are smoke grenades for Winterfox to work with, so at the very least they should be able to blanket this out. There's the flashbangs. There's a flash for Def, but Def actually pushes towards short instead to see if he can catch someone off guard. Does think out EMAG. A lot of damage done, but unfortunately it's not enough to get a kill yet on the side of compLexity. All of them are so low. EMAG on 4, APOC on 30, and Zuzi on 11. My goodness. And Desi, I believe, is spotted out Imagine as well. Android will be able to get the kill, trying to transfer it on towards APOC as Desi does clean up Imagine. At the very least, Offnu does get the trade, and APOC is going to be found out in the middle of the open. And Winterfox are stuck towards short, and all of compLexity know it.
Trouble is, though, that this bomb is planted quite nicely for short, though Raz goes down, and that may be it. Offnu, he's got a big job to do here, and he's being covered off. Did the player stick the defuse? No. Looks like Jason R has jumped off it, and now he's going to have to try and chase down Offnu, who might be able to get him here. Does he just have enough time, actually, to get this bomb defused?
I don't think
so. No, unless he finds a kit. Doesn't look like it.
Kit.
That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for compLexity, but at least he'll get out of there with the scout. They'll have something to take through to the next round. He's got a bit of head armor there as well as a 5.7, so he can probably drop the scout over to maybe Android, maybe Def, Surreal. All of them been picking up the long-range sniper rifles. Looks like he's just going to drop the pistol, the 5.7 over to Def.
That's just really the scary thing. Is just
yeah, but again, like, these 2 rounds on the board there, as you say, for Winterfox, they get rounds on the board, but they almost look as if the rounds should be going the way of the CTs.
Yeah, Winterfox able to, at the very least, clutch out those 1-on-1s, 1-on-2s, which in the end do make it work in their favor, especially Offnu just rotating around. So even though he loses his life, at the very least able to get the victory once again. And Desi coming across, gets the first pick on Raz. Sure, only a it's only a Mac 10. Still able to get out with his life is just... It should never happen.
Yeah, exactly. And Winterfox, they've got some work to do in this round. At least they have 3 AKs, so in theory they should be able to take down these unarmored opponents very, very easily. But if they drop one of the AKs, if they drop a couple of the AKs, like they've already dropped a lot in both of these first 2 rounds, they just can't afford to keep losing guns and giving compLexity chances.
Yeah, they only lost a Mac 10 though, so for Winterfox equalizing after Desi was caught out in the open trying to find a cheeky P250 headshot on one of the members at Unders. Didn't work out. Often able to clean up that kill with the assistance of Imagine. And, well, once again, a slow round coming out from Winterfox. They don't want to be running into a stack. They're slowly clearing out the lines together. This is good to see. Much better, I guess, consolidation as they go back towards the A site. 2 members there, only with... I think a 5-7 and a P250, maybe even Surreal actually just with the USP. So this is going to be A-side attack. Jason R still has a scout, but they are coming towards A-side. I think Surreal has spotted a couple out long A. Needs to be cautious.
Molotov off onto the A-bomb site here. compLexity not going to be too affected by that. Surreal back in towards bank. Where's Jason R with that scout? I think he was in the bank there as well. Looks like it. Yeah, he is, but smoked off now. There's not much of a chance that compLexity is able to do anything here. It seems like they've lost a little bit too much. So maybe this will be the first real convincing round for Winterfox we've seen so far on Overpass. There you go, 3 on the board now. Winterfox finally going to be having to deal with what is going to be a buy from compLexity. And this may be where things go bottom up though. Like Winterfox, yeah, it's looking better, but that was off the back of the pistol and the anti-eco. So we've actually yet to see them against the full buy. If
they play discipline like they did just then, slowly take map control, try to go in pairs and try to hunt down the members of compLexity, take the AWP of Surreal, then they can reset compLexity's CT economy and try to inflict at least the pain that compLexity did on Keish. It's still a really big possibility, even though Overpass is arguably a lot more CT biased compared towards Keish.
I don't know if that's necessarily arguably. I think it is. Really.
Strong arguments for.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. But there's a glass cannon AWP for Surreal, so that is, as you mentioned, the sort of the weak point really here for compLexity. If Winterfox is able to take him down, you know, utilize that advantage they may have over him, then that's their way into this round.
Bag is slowly going to be clearing out Unders by himself. This allows the rest of Winterfox to slowly push up towards toilets as well as long A. A couple of flashbangs should secure the lines. They got a lot of smoke grenades to work with. There is the smokes and flashbangs being used. Molotovs to make sure boosts aren't being used by the CTs as well. Sussing just out for basic information. Going to take control of toilets before they decide where to execute. This is pretty much the standard, how we see a lot of the teams work. Take control of toilets, and as soon as they got the control of the toilets area, they're able to go anywhere they want. And Surreal spotted out Zuzi's head. And legs Raz! He's down to 17, and Desi close range. Zuzi leading the charge. Needs to get this entry kill, but still a 1-for-1. Surreal.
I think that's favourable for compLexity at this point. It allows a lot of time for those CTs to rotate up towards the A-bomb side, and Winterfox now are going to have to deal with those 4 players. Great shot from Raz, but immediately traded out. 3 versus 3 now as Imagine tries to make entries, and he does just that, finding 2. Winterfox have really broken their way onto the A-bomb site this time, and that, to me, is probably the most convincing round that we've seen coming out from them tonight.
This is much better, and this is off the back of, I think, Imagine has had a last couple of games, it's been rough for him.
Yeah.
It has been really rough as Ofnu cleans up there. He's been going, 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills in an entire game. Now he's suddenly sitting at 7 kills, getting the entry frags, getting some confidence back into him. Winterfox, they'll be able to feed off this as well. Ofnu, now on 8 kills as well with a couple of clutches. Sure, Apok, Raz, and Zuzi, a little bit quiet so far, but Raz was able to get the entry kill on Jason R on 17 HP. He was legged out, remember?
Yeah.
So he was a 1 tag away and is still able to convert it for a 1-for-1.
That's worthwhile, really, for Winterfox at this point, and compLexity, despite all that success that they had on Keish, here now are down 4-0 after having lost the first gun round. They'll be down 5-0 after this one, assuming Winterfox doesn't bugger it up somehow. And, well, compLexity, it's just looking like a different team to what we saw on Keish. They definitely don't seem as comfortable on, well, generally on the CT side, because we saw them on the T side of Keish more so, looking good, but they dropped a few rounds on the CT side, but also just on Overpass in general, though Jason R is able to take down Apok. He will be traded out again straight away by Winterfox. That's what we didn't always see really on Keish from Winterfox, is that when they did lose a player, they didn't always trade him out.
Yeah, and, well, that's it on the same side. On the CT side, Winterfox can't really dictate the terms on how compLexity play. they have to kind of go, all right, well, we'll try to play aggressive. And you can see APOC towards the A side on Keish. He was trying to get flashed in. He was trying to push through and try to get information working in his favor. This time around, at least the Desert Eagles, the threat of the Desert Eagles shut down. 1-for-1 trades. Still, this doesn't favor Winterfox.
No.
But at the very least, they're getting the 1-for-1s. And it's better than not trading out as... We can just see the Desert Eagles
they need to be doing better than this. They can't be allowing this many kills to go away on an anti-eco. Imagine, and Raz now with a big job to do, an Android all the way around behind. This is a big crossfire set up for compLexity. Raz at least does have the bomb, but he doesn't have any time to rotate. He has to commit to this A-bomb site, which essentially means he's going to have to take out 3 players. One goes down to the Molotov, but he just has no time to work with, and he has to rush into Surreal, who's going to dance around the truck, now baiting him into Android X, but oh, the bomb, the fake plant, Android going to be baited out by it, and now Raz is a one shot from death. Yeah, Android also has an AK-47, barely spots out Raz's head. Raz, 3 seconds left to work with. Android takes him out. compLexity, once again, winning a round on the back of a pistol. Just when you thought that Winterfox were looking good, compLexity pull out some nutty deagle shots. Well, is this going to be the turnaround, really, where compLexity now just buries Winterfox?
Potentially, but at the same time, Winterfox, if they win this, they can reset compLexity's economy completely.
How much good is that going to do them, though, if they can't win an anti-eco?
Winterfox, they've been taking a couple of them. It's just been looking uncomfortable. The final anti-eco was looking a lot better, and the buy rounds have been looking a little bit, you know, a little bit crisper. At the same time, it's just, those rounds are so painful. I'd also say that it's because compLexity's deagle aim is really good. Yeah, definitely. It has been across the board. Even on Keish, they were looking pretty impressive with the deagle. And it has been causing some headaches for Winterfox, but it's still not really an excuse. Like, Winterfox should be still winning those rounds more often than not. And so far, they haven't really been particularly successful. We saw them drop that one on Keish. They've dropped this one now on Overpass. And if you drop anti-ecos like that continually, you're not going to win the game. It's just as simple as that. Absolutely. So Winterfox going to be going back towards their default strategy. APOC lurking towards B, and the rest of the members thinking about taking towards control. They're actually going to back out this time around and going to stack towards the B site. There is Imagine just locking down the unders line, and this is going to be critical because if compLexity are unable to read where they are, Winterfox can really seize B site control very, very rapidly before compLexity can rotate the members across. And you can see Def just jump spotting it. I think he spotted out a couple of members and decides to back off. Wise decision. They've got the Molotovs and smokes to work with to make sure they block off even more information and territory Winterfox can gain. We are heading towards a late round, and Winterfox, the execute begins. See how it is going to end in 30 seconds. So compLexity, they don't have to hold this one off for too long. Winterfox desperately needing frags early on. The bomb being dropped, that's not too good there for compLexity. Def has a little bit more time to work with now, but he is going to be taken down by Offnu, who's pushed him. And it's now 3 versus 3, but I don't think that compLexity can deny this bomb plant. They do have a grenade and a Molotov on Desi, but it's just going to come in a little bit too late. And the bomb will be planted. 2 versus 2 now, though, as Desi is going to push in towards the bomb site. Does take down APOC, and the bomb site control is there for the CTs, but what they really need is to be able to take down these 2 remaining Ts. They don't have too much time to work with. And they don't know where Imagine is as well. I mean, Imagine is going to be isolated out, but he just charges straight through the Molotov and gets the kill on Desi anyway, and Raz just peeking out from short. That's some good play coming out from Winterfox, especially the entry kills from Offnu. This is where, I guess this is the Winterfox we wanted to see on Keish, where all of a sudden, you know, Imagine's starting to get kills. This is Imagine that we haven't seen in a while. What is this buy from compLexity? They didn't say the gun. It's because Surreal, I think, was able to take the AWP from the previous round. Oh no, Android was able to take the AWP. Yeah. And Surreal was dropped by Android, so Surreal had 3.2k in the previous round. Yeah. So that's why the M4 could be forced up. So they're still looking to take it back to Winterfox. They know they're on the double eco regardless. Right. They know their economy is completely tanked and reset, so that's why there's a force coming through. Okay, so Surreal, we'll see what he can do with this M4. It is a somewhat scary prospect for Winterfox, but still, again, another round here where Winterfox should be able to win it. And as you said, because they won that round, they've reset the economy here of compLexity, and they're in with a really, really good chance of actually starting to turn this, or they really already have started to turn this first half into a good first half. But if they can get 7 on the board, then they can really put the pressure on. And Susie going down there, he was just on the lurk on his own, so no trade. And they do drop the Mac 10 over. It's not a big deal for Winterfox, but would have liked to have seen Susie do a little bit more work. Def now coming towards short, trying to find that headshot angle towards Dirty Water. And Winterfox will come out. They need to check close sandbags, and Emac might be caught off guard. Looks like there was a couple of shots made at him, but Def misses those, and he decides, well, no, let's not chance it. He's going to run back to the site. All complexity, I believe, are stacked on the B side. They've got an M4 as well to work with. Molotov's now blanketing water. Android still will push through it, though. APOC punishing him, and rightfully so. This rest of complexity now stacked. They're just waiting around. Desi will be able to get another kill towards Opnu. That's with the back 10, but APOC coming through, shutting them down. Throw the M4, though. This force buy might just work out for complexity once again, but it's EMAG as well as Raz, the two heroes from the previous round. They want to continue their heroics. Now it's off to Raz. Is EMAG going to be dropped down to Raz? Nothing he can do. Winterfox drop the anti-eco and give complexity the lifeline they needed.
Yeah, once again. That's the second time we've seen Winterfox losing to essentially a subpar buy from complexity. It wasn't really an anti-eco because there was a force buy from complexity, but a round that Winterfox should have been able to convert, and they should be on 6-1 now. As opposed to that, they've actually had their own economy reset by the looks of things. They're just going to go away with the pistols, maybe a little bit of armor there on EMAG and APOC, but complexity now, they're in the driver's seat, and they can get this one started to swing back in their favor.
Still early days, though. Complexity, 2 rounds. They've been looking good so far, but Winterfox arguably just grinding out the rounds a little bit better. And Android is going to start things on towards APOC, who was trying to get some position at short. Not going to work out for him this round. No damage done towards the members of complexity, as the rest of Winterfox are going to be crawling their way in towards toilets. The scorelines is just so tight still. I don't believe the scoreline should be 5-2. It just feels like it should be a 4-3 scoreline in the favor of complexity, judging on how they're playing. But Winterfox able to grind it out towards the end and making it work out in their favor.
Yeah, so Winterfox, I mean, if they could bite back in this round, we can sort of start to forgive them for the last one, the last couple, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case as complexity. Wow, definitely not going to be the case. Jason R finding 2. The Orpa Surreal finding another one. He's been having a really, really good night. And so is Jason R, but again, it's just Winterfox faltering when they had the advantage, when they had the chance to be able to sort of really put the pressure on complexity. They've given complexity another into the game, and now it's Winterfox themselves who are under pressure.
That's a severe miss by coming out from APOC. He bought up the AK-47 without looking at his teammates' cash, and as a result, you can see the rest of his teammates. I think Zuzi and Raz only had 3.1 and 3.2k. They've just gone body armor as well as Deagles. APOC's the only one that's like fully invested in this. It's kind of like I guess the pig as well as the chicken analogy. One's fully committed to the breakfast, the other one's just, I guess, contributing. APOC is fully committed.
I have honestly never ever heard that analogy.
Haven't you heard that?
No.
Really?
No, never.
Oh, maybe it's not an analogy. Maybe it's something else.
Is it something you made up?
No, it's actually something real. It's the pig is fully committed towards the breakfast, but the chicken is only contributing.
Alright. I don't understand. Oh, right. Okay, I get it.
Now you get it. He gets it now, but Def, he's getting a little bit more. He's getting kills on the board alongside the rest of his teammates.
Alright, so let me get this straight. It's because the pig's dead already.
Well, he's contributing the bacon.
And you're eating the bacon, right? But
yes.
the chicken's only giving you eggs, so it's not dead. Okay, so I get that, right.
So APOC is fully committed.
I've never actually heard that before.
You really actually?
No.
Okay. It is a saying. So.
It does make sense, though.
It's an ancient saying.
Oh.
I think it's an ancient saying. It's
know.
something I picked up somewhere along the lines.
Sure, it's not just an ancient Karath proverb?
I don't think so. Ancient Karath proverbs don't really make much sense.
Well, that didn't make much sense to me
It
initially.
did.
Well, it does.
It does make sense. It wasn't made up
I
by
will
me.
give you that. I will give you that.
Anyway,
Anyway.
they drop it.
Yeah, like there wasn't much to really talk about for that round anyway. Like Winterfox didn't do much. They ran into the B site. They all died. Complexity again going to be going up against what is almost a full buy, barring that pistol from APOC, which is unfortunate because he was the one that bought last round, and that's why he's the one with the pistol in this round. EMAG, though, he knows that that door just didn't open on its own. The spooky ghosts are waiting outside.
Yeah, you can see EMAG is just on tender hooks at the moment, but it's open for a great angle for Surreal, but EMAG hasn't really peeked his head across yet. But there's a flashbang, and EMAG, he might be able to get this kill. No, misses a couple of easy shots. Will decide to back out, though. Not risking his life, not chancing it. He knows that there was potentially a support player there as well. And now Winterfox get control of toilets. Complexity doing the hard yard so far to try to regain control of their own half, but it just still feels like if Winterfox can grab a couple of rounds, they'll win the T half.
Definitely. It's already a pretty decent T half. It needs a little bit more maybe for Winterfox to feel hugely comfortable going into the second half, but they've got enough rounds on the board here that they can play with when they get onto the CT side. So it's not all doom and gloom right now for Winterfox. And like you said, if they can get 2 more, I'd say, that's going to be an excellent first half. 1 more, pretty good.
And Def just playing close toilets. Incendiary grenades just trying to stop them from coming across. But Doozy and Ofnu opening things up. But Desi staying alive on the site. Able to get 2 for himself before being cleaned up. Now it's just, imagine, I think, just lurking around. No, it looks like he's on the site. Gets the bomb plant down. Raz is thinking about pushing towards bank after the smoke fades. He's playing very close, and Jason R with the M4 and 90 HP. He's trying to spam through to find this kill, but Raz has moved away. And I think compLexity will try to save the M4s and AK-47s to the next round. There's really feasibly not any way for them to win this round. Surely Winterfox have got this in the bag.
Now that they've given up so much time, you'd have to think that there's not, but they still seem to be hanging around here in the A-bomb site, and that's not worked out too nicely for them as Jason R does go down. Surely now we see Android X sort of hightailing it out of there.
Yeah, all teams will be hightailing out of there. I think maybe Android just want to do a little bit more damage. compLexity should just barely have enough cash to buy up, but that's the danger. Winterfox play really disciplined so far. I'd like to see them change it up. With this AWP, it's going to be harder to push really quickly in, but I'd like to see Winterfox go, let's not play control this round. Let's just barrel down a position and just shut down compLexity before they can get a good read on what's happening. Because on the rounds where Winterfox are playing control in the anti-eco, compLexity push up one member early on and they gamble correctly and just go, there's no one here. Well, you can just stack the B side. We saw Winterfox lose the anti-eco because all the compLexity after killing Zuzi were on the B side.
Oh, grenade out into water. Not going to do too much.
Buy around from both sides, though.
Yeah.
compLexity, this is it.
Both
sides.
This is their time to sort of start to come back into this one because they can't really allow much more to go over to Winterfox without it becoming too big of a task on the second half.
At the same time, Winterfox, this is their time to seize the opportunity and attack. If they can take this one, they know that compLexity are on the eco once again. They've just played a solid anti-eco, and before you know it, they've cleaned up, 8-9 rounds on the T half for Overpass. They're going to be happy with that going on to their own CT half, and they should be able to shut it off from there.
Yeah.
Still early days, though. They've got to grind out the hard yards. So far, what Winterfox have shown on Overpass that they didn't show on Cache was the ability to grind out these rounds. Yep. Arguably, they didn't have enough on the T side for a full demonstration of executing their defensive side. You can see they were just trying to get the map territory. Never worked out for them. compLexity were on fire, able to shut it down 1, 2, 3.
Well, compLexity not quite on fire in this second map. Desi, though, he's been looking okay. Surreal will take down Raz. Might have been better for Desi there not to fire and give away his position, but of course he wasn't to know Surreal was going to get the kill anyway. Obviously, Offnoop taking use of that information does take down Desi. Did Def hear that player on short?
I don't think so, because APOC gets a headshot, and, well, Winterfox coming back towards the B side. Android has a lot of work to do. He's going to make his way towards graffiti, and, well, he has no work to do whatsoever because his brains are going to be splattered across the graffiti. And it's going to be harder for, I guess, the council to clean that up. compLexity looking to save these rifles. Once again, surely they are not allowed a way in. I don't know why Jason R is actually staying the line. It's just, he's just giving an easy opportunity for Winterfox to grab these weapons off. It's Surreal trying to save his weapon, but you see, Imagine's already on the hunt, sprinting the long way around, going to be walking toilets afterwards. They're going to be pincering him off and not allowing him an exit opportunity.
I don't think that he gets out of here unless he can actually take down a few of those Ts and maybe force them back, but at this point, it's not looking too likely. Zuzi, all he has to do is check this angle, and he does look like he will. We'll go down. Maybe that's actually going to buy him enough time here. Who's running in towards him? It's APOC.
Will buy him enough time, actually.
Yeah, APOC's not going to get there.
I don't think they were expecting him to play close bank. They were expecting him to, come out towards long A. Yeah. You can see that we're like, he's actually not here. And Surreal's just like, I was just where I was the entire time.
Yep. But is that going to be enough, really, for compLexity saving that AWP through to this round?
At least they can try build on it. You see a couple of Desert Eagles picked up, which is a very scary prospect if you're a Winterfox fan. Because compLexity so far have just been getting the picks with the Desert Eagle, just getting crisp headshots. 1, 2, 3. And Winterfox changing things around. They're just going straight towards the B site. Def might push this in. No, looks like he won't push it. The rest of Winterfox coming through Monster will be able to get control of the B site. And Raz just watching the lurk angle. All the compLexity know it's a B side, execute. But Winterfox playing this much better this time around.
Good shot by Raz, opening things up pretty nicely on a Def, but not the kill that they would have wanted. They want to get Surreal here. He's the danger man, and he will go down to Imagine. The bomb is well planted very, very early on in the piece here for Winterfox. This one is surely all said and done for compLexity.
Yeah, this is much better. An anti-eco where they just kind of go, hey, let's just go in together, and Zuzi decides to give up his life by trying to contest the wall bang. Jason are able to take him out, so it's a little bit awkward. They lose a player that they probably shouldn't have. Android just chancing with death, trying to take down Raz through the edge of the smoke. All compLexity want to do is just seal off any exit opportunities for Winterfox, but after Imagine was able to get the kill on towards Surreal, Fedor's backing out together towards CT. Jason are just dancing around. Imagine's just going to lock down the line. We'll be able to get the kill as well. all of Winterfox should be able to live.
Oof. Easily, though. Easily. Winterfox 8 on the T side. Much, much better than what we saw from them coming out on Cache.
And they can continue this as well. There is a potential to make this into a double-digit half. Not as impressive as compLexity's T-side Cache, but Overpass is a much harder map to grind out rounds as a T-side. So to get 8 rounds is really showing, compLexity have really cooled off since their Cache game. Yeah. Their CT aim not working out for them. And at the same flip side, Winterfox doing so much better on their executes. They're able to get this territory, working together, slowly, I guess, showing some of the glimpses of the potential, the reason why they went toe-to-toe with Immortals.
Yeah.
The CT half, though, is going to be worrying.
And it's not even like it's working out too badly for Winterfox in the grand scheme of things, because now they can even build on this. Like 8 rounds is really, really good, but they can even do better. They could take this through to 11, or unlikely as it is to take it to 11-4. I would say like 9-6, sort of 10-5. That's more realistic here right now for Winterfox. And if they can do that, in my eyes, they've all but won, basically.
Well, aggressive positioning from compLexity towards long A as well as Party. Whereas is going to tag down Jason. Oh, he's going to finish off the job with a P250 as well. Surreal. Well, overstaying his welcome at Party for too long. He gate crashed and Zuzi goes, "You're not welcome here." And he's going to bounce him right out of there. And imagine, this is Winterfox doing what compLexity did. Just headshots across the board. But compLexity is still getting the trades. Now 3-on-2. They know that one is toward toilet, so Winterfox coming back towards the B side. They know at most only one's going to be there, and APOC is spotting him out.
Yeah, still favourable situation here for Winterfox, especially given that information that they've got. APOC just denying Android the chance to really do much here. He has to hold this line, because if APOC pokes out, Android goes down. The bomb being planted by Zuzi. Now, that smoke does allow Android a little bit more room to maneuver, and he can move a little bit closer to the bomb site now, but Winterfox have got that bomb down. They've got their post-plant positions fine, and this should be another round on the board for them, really. compLexity are going to have to pull something out of the hat if they're to close this one out.
Well, Raz is already taken down very low. Android unable to get the flick. Raz, 2 kills on the round, and APOC able to get the final one. Winterfox will force compLexity into another anti-eco, and they're looking in a dominant position to actually close out this half in double digits.
Yeah, it's very, very likely right now that they should be able to get to 10 rounds. Though, admittedly, we have seen them drop a couple of anti-ecos so far on Overpass, so it's not like this is a foregone conclusion right now. But Winterfox, if they can get 10, next buy for compLexity, obviously, you know, they may not be able to get 11, but 10 is already enough, really.
Absolutely, and you're going to see Winterfox going to be scattering across, not doing the same strategy they did in their previous anti-eco. They are just scattering out a little bit more, but they're still stacking towards the B site. They're gambling on the fact that compLexity wants to push and gain information. You see Imagine just locking down the unders line. He's going to be under pressure. He's been performing much, much better on Overpass. And he's coming across now. He's going to be challenging. He's going to take the first kill towards Desi, and the rest of Winterfox coming towards B site, cleaning up 1, 2, and 3. Now challenging Imagine, but he's taking down one more, and it's all up to Surreal now.
Oh, the flick from Raz.
Doing the damage.
Doing the damage, but Zuzi getting the kill there. So only one more round left in this half. Winterfox looking very, very good on 10 rounds. But compLexity are going to have a full buy here. So at least for compLexity, right, going through to the second half, like unlike what Winterfox had on Cache, compLexity have like 1 or 2 rounds which they can lose and still be able to stay in the game. And it wasn't an option really for Winterfox. They just had to win the half out. This time, compLexity in a bit of a better situation, but they are moving over to the T side on Overpass, which one could maybe argue is going to be a little bit more difficult than Winterfox moving over to the T side on Cache. Anyway, we'll see how compLexity go here in this final round. They would desperately want to take it through to 5.
Absolutely, and Winterfox take that dirty water control. There is no one lurking towards A site. Look at this push coming through from the CTs. compLexity have complete control of long A and Def. Oh, he's been spotted out. APOC can't land the headshot, which means, well, Def is just given a little bit of a breather in life space, and Imagine is coming across. What a flick from Jason R to get the dink.
Yeah, I think that might have been like, you know how sometimes when you get scared and like you sort of jump? That almost felt like that's what it was, because he didn't even fire off any more than just the single shot. So, it does work out pretty nicely there for compLexity as well, because Desi and Surreal find a couple. Imagine getting finished off by the grenade, actually. And I think this is going to be around here for compLexity. And as we do see, just APOC left alive on 5 HP. He will be able to take down Android, but Def cleans him up. So, overall, a pretty good round, sort of first half there from Winterfox, 10 on the board. We'll see how the second half goes in just a second.
Hey Future Pros, We have a flash for you that should aid in pushing through the monster tunnel on Overpass. This flash should leave your teammates unaffected while the CTs should be blind as heck. To do this flash, line yourself up over the tip of this bottle. Aim over the wall slightly and to the right and then throw the flash. That's it. This should make the rush B don't stop strat work way more in your favor. You ready? Huh? Hey, easy boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Welcome back to the second half between Winterfox and compLexity. This time, a bit of a different story in the second map. Winterfox, the ones with the advantage heading into the second half, and a significant advantage indeed. 10-5. Moving on to the CT side, it is really everything that Winterfox probably could have hoped for here, and they need to be able to convert this into a map win.
If APOC actually pushes forward, he might be caught off guard because there are a lot of members on the side of compLexity now barreling down at him, and he's not even looking at them. Jason R, very easy kill, and Winterfox, a lot of work to do to try to find these headshots to stave off the attack. Often is fallen, but Zuzi, at the very least, able to get another headshot. Imagine just staying alive with a P250, dancing around, needs to get a couple more, finds another pick on towards Surreal, but Android 23 pushing through will be able to get that. So 2-on-2, but Raz is down towards 10 HP, and I don't think there is actually a kit on the site. Zuzi, if he landed that one shot, would have been absolutely ridiculous. He spotted out Death's head a little bit more. Raz trying to find this damage, but he knows it's on 10 HP. But Zuzi gets a headshot towards Death. Now Android on a 1-on-2, dancing around, trying to find the 1-on-1s, working in his favor. Raz, he knows he's low, and will be able to get that kill. And Zuzi has not progressed any further towards Catwalk. Done a little bit more damage. Zuzi will be reloading and making his way up, but Android ducks across towards short, and you have a feeling that Zuzi has to push for information and the kill.
Yeah, he has to push very, very hard right now. He does have a kit, though, so he can potentially stick this defuse. Looks like he's faked out Android, but Android is going to get the kill, and that means compLexity do pick up the pistol round. A very, very close one. Winterfox, they would have loved that, because they could have just really closed out this this second map, sorry. But that's a bit of another breathing room for compLexity. Another sneak into this one. Winterfox have been giving them a few. They've lost a couple of anti-ecos. And now they've lost that pistol round, which admittedly you can't really fault them for, but...
And compLexity, if they just do what they did on the T side of Cache, just work out the lines, allow Winterfox to come towards them, get the first early couple of picks, it could be over for Winterfox. They've done the hard yards in the T side, but compLexity just seems so dominant with the AK-47s in comparison towards the M4s. Instantly, Zuzi is going to be taken out just like that. And, well, this should be just another standard anti-eco from Winterfox. They didn't really challenge compLexity on their anti-ecos as compared towards compLexity, so compLexity should just be a matter of cleaning things up. But Imagine they actually got the kill, but it was actually APOC who cleaned up. Well, he's going to dart across towards short water, still trying to find more picks. Actually, Ofnu finds one on towards Surreal, and APOC still staying alive. Not much longer, though. 2 kills going on to the side of Winterfox, but 4 towards compLexity. Ofnu trying to find more kills now with the Desert Eagle. That's all he can hope for.
Yeah, well, he's looking for one. He's actually hitting it. Wow. A few nice shots.
To Android.
But not enough. compLexity to pick up the round. They take 2 AKs through, so not too bad for compLexity there. Winterfox again, just going to be on the eco here, as you'd expect. Ecoing out those 2 rounds post-pistol.
Oh, there is just basic, once again, just basic pistols, not really force buys, as you were saying. APOC, I think, was the only one that really invests in these rounds, where he buys maybe armor as well as P250, if he can. compLexity just be looking to clean things up. Raz actually dinks one out immediately. Jason Hart down towards 28 HP. He's going to be feeling a little bit more sore after that. Off new though. MP7. That's actually the first time in a long time I've seen the MP7 being used. In a while, actually.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
And there's a reason for that, because Imagine just instantly kills him in, well, MP7 given towards Winterfox.
Yeah. But how effective is that really going to be here for Winterfox? Like, compLexity basically all full armor, all head armor. Not a huge deal by the looks of things. APOC though, see what he can do. EMAG takes down Jason. 2 versus 2 though, the bomb plant was down very, very early, and that makes the job much easier for compLexity and much more difficult for Winterfox, as APOC now having to push through, take out 2.
Oh, he spotted out Surreal if he can hit the timing
Oh, the bomb
on
wasn't
the bomb
planted.
planter.
I thought the bomb was planted.
So he takes out the bomb planter, and he knows where the other one is. He spotted out Desi crossing close, and he knows that there's only one line that Desi could be in. Oh my goodness, APOC, all he has to do is check this. And a clutch going the way of Winterfox.
Yeah, really nicely played there by APOC. I don't know what I was talking about. They must have fake planted the bomb or something, and
They
I just
fake
thought,
planted, but
oh, they got
because,
the bomb down.
No, so what happened is that Surreal had the bomb and was going for the plant, but EMAG charges out towards CT, gets the first kill and forces Surreal to back off.
Right.
Even though they get the trade afterwards, it allows APOC to get in an advanced position with close bank at the APC with the MP7. They cross back towards the site, and Desi does not spot the cross through the edge of the smoke. And APOC spots him out and realizes he's got to be close toilets or close here. He's just making sure the lines are clear. Just spraying a little bit just to make Desi think, oh yeah, he doesn't know where I am. I'm just going to play sneaky beaky here. And APOC goes, mate, you're not being
G'day,
sneaky.
mate.
I know exactly where you are. And an anti-eco win. And that also gives Winterfox so much money.
Yeah.
compLexity will force up, and they're going to charge straight towards the B side, but the short water control has been nullified from them. APOC is going to get one, continuing that good form. Knows where Desi is pushing forward, trying to get more. They're lining up for him. He only does more damage. And Jason actually gained that entry kill towards Offnu as well. EMAG now stuck towards water, the only
big
original
grenades.
holder of the B site. And he needs to be cautious because he's very, very low, trying to sneak his way forward. Spotting out Surreal, but won't be able to flick on. And Surreal actually transferring the Tech 9 on towards 2.
Wow.
Winterfox dropping an anti-eco immediately after picking one up. compLexity.
It's been really messy for Winterfox on those anti-ecos. On Cache, now that's 3 here on Overpass that they've lost. That wasn't really an anti-eco. It was sort of a buy really from compLexity. Let's give them that.
It was a forced buy, but at the same time, just giving up so much territory, just collapsing underneath Tech 9s is not good enough for Winterfox. Especially, they knew that they should have taken that one, forced another eco.
Yep.
And they should be up 13-7. Now it's 11-8. They're back on the double eco. compLexity know this, and they're just going to hammer in the hurts. Coming straight back towards the base up
Wow.
match. He's been doing so much work with the pistol. 1-for-1 this time only, though. And while compLexity will be able to clean the rest of them up, Imagine's having such a good game now on Overpass. This is a complete turnaround from the previous Overpass game that we saw him play.
Yep.
He was like 5 kills in about 30 rounds. Now he's sitting, I believe, comfortably at 19 kills.
Rightio. Well, sitting pretty. But as you said, Eco, APOC. No, he's just getting his money in line. I thought he was going to invest a little bit more there, but he's okay.
That's a lot better.
Winterfox have a little bit of money to play with here in this round. The UMP, bit of armor, some utilities. It's not much, but it's something to give them, maybe 2-3% more chance of being able to win this round.
Yeah, and just try to do some damage. Maybe get a couple of AK-47s, and then try to roll their advantage forward from there. compLexity going towards A site this time around. Going to be testing out the waters. Going to be sussing out how dirty toilets actually is, if it's been cleaned regularly or not. Bo's a good question. Do you think those toilets are cleaned regularly or not?
Well, if there's terrorists running around, probably not. Would you go clean those toilets?
Probably not, actually. No.
There's a lot of graffiti on them too, but there's graffiti on all toilets.
There's a lot of graffiti in Overpass just in general. It's meant to be a tourist site. I can understand that. Maybe even a birthday party site. I think there is, because there's a sign saying, you are here.
Oh yeah. What is that?
There it is. I think you'd be able to read that a little bit better than me, Jordan.
I can't really read it very well right now because that guy's jumping around too much.
It's German, I think.
Yeah, I think it said Schöne, which is nice. Something nice. Park nice or something like that.
Nice park.
Something like that.
Well, Apox actually on the work, but compLexity now coming towards the A site. Going to be testing out exactly how nice the A site hold is going to be. And even Hag and Zuzi going to be able to get maybe just one between the two of them. Not anymore, though. And Afternoon just coming in through the edge of the smoke. It's not going to work out. And well, Apox trying to lurk around the other side. Didn't catch anyone off guard. So compLexity taking 4 AK-47s. Winterfox, they've dropped the ball a little bit. They need to take this one now.
They do, because really, have a look at that economy for compLexity. Like, even if they do take this one, they're going to have a lot of trouble ahead of them because the T economy has just built up so rapidly, and Winterfox are so low on money. Like, it's not even going to be too bad of a situation here if compLexity do lose, because then they've got an opportunity to reset Winterfox once more. They can get more rounds on the board, and we probably find ourselves at something like 13-12, the way of compLexity, after everything's all done. And well, compLexity just really storming home here on the T side, but just as of yet, not being able to overtake Winterfox, and that's the crucial takeaway here for Winterfox, is that they still have that one-round advantage. They've still got a bit to play with, and they still need to close out this one so that they can get at least their 1-1 result.
Winterfox stacking towards the A site. They're going to be gambling a little bit more. That compLexity want to come towards toilets, want to come towards long A. You got Raz at party. You have 2 riflers towards long A. That's going to be Zuzi and Ofnu, but only Apox to try to anchor this off. And Raz going to miss the first AWP shot, means that Def gets a very easy pick. And Ofnu now trying to push. Makes a lot of noise. And Jason is able to get the kill with Zuzi at least. Once again, alongside with Imagine, trying to tie it up a piece. But they're just going to go straight towards B side instead.
Yeah, and there's no one covering that B site for Winterfox right now. EMAG, I guess one could argue probably close, but Desi says nope and takes him down. So that's another kill here for compLexity. Another player advantage. Apoc pushing through that Molotov.
He's got good position though, so compLexity may have heard maybe 1 damage tick, so they know that 1 is there, but he's just snuck up. compLexity don't know this.
And Apoc knows Surreal is there as well. He would have heard that AWP tick, but not able to convert the kill, and Surreal taking him down. This should be going back to 11-11. Although, Zuzi, he's still alive. Not for much longer, though. Surreal, very nice round from him in that post plant.
Yeah, and compLexity have tied it up a piece, and Winterfox taking a 10-5 lead from their T-half, winning the pistol. And just, oh no, nearly winning the pistol. But they've just dropped everything afterwards ever since. So only winning that 1 anti-eco off the back of Apoc as well as Imagine. It's not looking good for them now. Back on towards an eco. compLexity, momentum back in their train. Looking to steamroll and take down Winterfox 2-0.
Could be.
Early unders control coming out from Desi once again. Rest of compLexity just playing anti-eco default this time around, not charging in. A lot of the time before we saw compLexity kind of just move aggressively forward, and Zuzi drops down. He was trying to just peer over the edge of the smoke. It's not going to work out because Desi does spot him out. Gets a very easy kill, but he's down towards 34 HP. Raz also gets tagged by 1 stray bullet as Jason now coming towards unders. There's also Apoc and Imagine. Apoc making a little bit of a noise, which means that no, actually, Apoc with the MP9 getting the kill. Won't be able to exit though. Def shuts him down and goes, you can close the door on your way out as well, mate. Thanks for that. Imagine though, pushing all the way close unders. Might be able to get a sneaky kill. He's got so much map control right now by himself. If he picks the right direction, might be able to get 2 at the close range with the P250. But compLexity, moving the bomb back towards the B site. Imagine might be able to catch them off guard right now if he pushes through unders. He may just be able to. With this crossfire from Raz, they might be able to take 2 guns and at the very least force it towards the 3-on-2. Especially Surreal. He's trying to straight forward. Imagine just found himself an AK-47. He's taken out the AWP and he just back straight out.
Needs to get this kill here onto Def as well if Winterfox have a chance to win this round, and he will be able to do that. So now, Winterfox in with a real chance, though the bomb will go down for compLexity pretty early on in the piece. Android getting very far forward. A nice post plant for him. He might be able to catch someone off guard there. And 2 of those Winterfox players coming from short here. Raz with the AWP. That's what you want to see. But no armor on him, no armor on Ofnu. This should be an easy kill for Android. That's going to give him some really nice map control up towards the sniper's nest. Molotov coming in. Nope. It's just the flashbang. Android does get the kill. Not enough though as Raz. There for the trade. The bomb defuser is going to come across here for Winterfox. So, again, backwards and forwards we go.
Big rounds coming out. That was a round once again. Imagine and Raz. Imagine just able to get in those positions, now able to get the kills. This is something, once again, I have to emphasize that we haven't seen Winterfox do. The rest of them now have to capitalize on this and win the buy round. They cannot drop another buy round. You can't just go, all right, let's just win the anti-ecos and just lose our buy rounds immediately afterwards. compLexity is just going to roll you over and over again. They're just going to give a lot of respect towards Imagine and just go, all right, let's just avoid unders, let's avoid B site, just keep hitting A.
Well, looks like they're actually going towards the B-bomb site here, but perhaps a little bit slowly. They've got an AWP in the hands of Surreal there, so they're going to just have a peek down Monster and see if they can see anything. As of yet, though, not having spotted much out. Def contesting water, but only just having a look in. I wouldn't even really say contesting. He's just looking.
Yeah, and imagine if he times this in correctly, does well to spot out the information, so he's going to back out. But Def is very, very fast up short. But what an HE grenade, tagging Jason R down to 47 and Def at 62. But they still get the first opening pick on towards Opnu. Imagine caught in the middle of nowhere means he'll go down. But A-Bucket Barrels gets 3 kills on his own. Whips out the USB. Might not even be needed because Zuzi does actually get the 1-for-1. And Zuzi gets 2 as well on that round. A much better hold coming out from Winterfox. Complexity unable to trade out the Barrels player quickly enough. Means that Winterfox, they should have been here at 13-7 in my opinion. But at the very least, they're up ahead again. And Complexity dropping for their teammates, but this is their final buy potentially. Complexity, they need to take this one.
Yeah, it really came down to that jump peak, I think, for me, Matt. Getting the information so early allowed the A players to rotate down to B very quickly. That's why we saw so many kills coming over from the window area, and just so much pressure on Complexity. Even though they got in, they got the entries, Winterfox able to trade it out quite easily. And as you said, now Complexity, this is a real important round for them. They are in danger of actually losing control here, or even losing that little thread that they're hanging on to in this map.
Well, Winterfox, they need to make sure that the nail is about halfway driven in. They just got to keep hammering it in right now to take this map victory. It's not over yet because Complexity, at any time, if you give them just a little bit of respect, a little bit of leeway, they can instantly seize it, get a couple of headshots, and turn the tide of battle.
Yep.
And well, it looks like B-site's going to be the call of plan of attack once again.
Didn't work for them last time.
Oh my goodness, what an entry kill coming up from Android, and Emag won't be able to hold off this time, only gets a 1, and Desi coming in from short, able to take him out. There's so much position gained from Complexity. Offnu playing from heaven, he's going to be smoked off, does not know where the bomb planter is, and Zuzi has no idea that one has made his way towards Graffiti. Def does manage to get the bomb plant down. Offnu finds him through the edge of the smoke, traces him out, but Desi hiding at Graffiti. Zuzi, I think, has some idea this is happening.
It's a good post plan for
through
Complexity.
the same way, and Desi gets 1. Gonna be mollied off, trying to find the timing on towards Raz. Not gonna work out this time round. 2-on-2. Raz pushing fast up catwalk. And well, Android getting another headshot and cleaning up. That's just too sharp, and that is the danger that you need to respect Complexity for. Android at any time, he's now hitting 30 kills.
Yep. Really pulling Complexity through at the moment. Desi doing a pretty good job as well. But Winterfox this time, they are going to be back on the eco. They've got a couple of players that maybe could have afforded to buy, but one or two of them just a little bit too low there. So it will be the eco. It will be 13-13 after this, one would think. Complexity, though, they know the dangers of anti-ecos. Whether or not Winterfox is going to be able to take advantage of some of these pistols that they've decided to buy is still remaining to be seen. Generally speaking, it's been Complexity that's been a little bit better with those pistols, with the ecos, than what Winterfox has been.
At the same time, Winterfox have been able to take 2 anti-ecos in this half, so it's not over by a long shot. Complexity, if they drop a couple of silly weapons, lose control of the bomb, and give an AK-47 towards a danger player on the side of Winterfox, well, it could just spell disaster, and once again, Winterfox would be back in the lead. And Braz just spotting out for information right now. He's playing it safe, doesn't want to be risking it, using one of the few smoke grenades in the hands of Winterfox to just block off some vision. Complexity, still a lot of time to work with. They're not going to be too phased about it.
Particularly, they've gained map control as well. They've got control of bathrooms. They've got control of the underpass. Now Winterfox is getting a little bit restless. You can see them pushing up long, pushing up towards bathrooms as well, and it's going to just feed some kills over to Complexity, making the round really, really easy here for them. No worries at all. They don't even lose a single player just yet. It's all down to Raz though. He's only going to get 1, and no, he won't. They didn't even lose any. They didn't lose any HP.
Yeah,
that's a perfect round for Complexity.
Oh, this money from Winterfox is not looking good.
Nope. Do they double eco?
Do they have the luxury to double eco? That's the real question.
Well, 14 rounds.
They could buy an AWP in the hands of Raz, so they are going to force up. UMPs in their hands, Complexity. I think they may suspect that there's a force buy if they've read the situation correctly. If they go in together, might be just able to do some damage. Raz needs to be able to hit this AWP shot on towards Desi. This is critical.
Kind of just pre-fired that, but didn't get a whole lot done, and he takes 53 damage from that grenade for his troubles. Winterfox, it's not an excellent start, though they get a little bit of information, I suppose, that there is someone in the underpass.
Well, Raz is completely backed off, and he's going to be lit quite heavily, so... Otherwise, Complexity very, very quick long A control this time around. Just taking Toilers through the sideway around. And, well, Zuzi might be in trouble if there's a flashbang coming at him. Molotov's also coming through to make sure compLexity are safe and sound as they push slowly in. Depth. Dancing with depth right now. If he only knew that Zuzi was there. And Zuzi, oh my goodness.
Zuzi, if he gets the timing right here.
Oh
and he
my
has
goodness.
got it right.
He's going to be lurking right behind them. He's going to be spotting out all of them. He's coming straight behind them. compLexity barreling on towards the B side, but haven't spotted out Zuzi. He's going to take that Surreal, but Jason R and Desi getting the first entry kills. EMAG, he could go huge right now. He gets two. compLexity caught with their guns, not out.
I don't know.
Imagine dancing around. He's already done his job because now it's a 2-on-2. After they relinquish the B side, Zuzi hasn't changed weapons just yet, though, which means compLexity got the bomb plant down, still a chance. AK now being switched out. Raz for the AWP. Zuzi wide peeking, takes down Def. All to Android, who's been legged down. 19 HP. Now dancing around, trying to find the one-on-ones. He will be able to take down Zuzi. Raz with a pistol. No! He switches towards a rifle and gets caught out. Android with a 1-on-2.
Wow.
What a round coming out from both sides. compLexity, though, coming out on top, and this may just be it for Winterfox.
That is really a big nail in the coffin for Winterfox. Maybe it's not the coffin just yet, but it certainly looks like it is, because this is an eco for Winterfox. It's going to allow compLexity through to 15 rounds. They secure at least overtime, if not more. And that was a round that Winterfox really could have won.
Absolutely. It came so close. You know, you had so many members of Winterfox trying to equalize the situation, but unfortunately could not. And so close because Android was tagged down to 19, but good job from Android. Once again, the danger player for compLexity, able to clutch out another round. Now the execute on the B side commences. Is that the real ESL Pro tips flashbang that we're coming out, that's coming out from compLexity? Allows them to get up Monster and rush into the B side.
Yeah, Android, two very easy entries there. Onto the B side. Raz not going to get much done, nor is really anyone else on Winterfox by the looks of things, because Apoc's watching water, which maybe he can get an exit frag here. Jason, though, does take down Zuzi, and you'd have to think compLexity probably exit towards the A site now, given that they know it's free.
Well, if Apoc can find himself a rifle, it'll be, you know, a bit of consolidation, but otherwise compLexity now match point. They've completely turned this match over on its head. They're looking to close it out 2-0 tonight. Winterfox, they're desperately going to try and struggle to keep their hopes alive, to bring it into overtime.
Yeah, but they need to get 2 rounds on the board, and compLexity have more than enough money to buy into the next round if they do lose this one. So 2 full buys that they're going to have to go up against. And Winterfox, like, there have been so many times in this map where they've had a round, they've had an anti-eco, or they had a 2v1 or an X situation where they probably on paper should have won that, and compLexity are able to pull it away. And that's been the difference between the two teams. Just that little bit extra that compLexity have got, it seems, is enough to deal with Winterfox.
Well, there is a B stack this time from Winterfox, but compLexity, I don't think they want to be testing out the B site this round. Judging by how their numbers are maneuvering around, they may want to take A site control. Okay, no, they've just gone out towards Playground. Maybe had a bit of a swing around, relived their childhood before they go back towards B site, because so far B site's really been working for them quite well. It's just, but Winterfox this time, they're trying to bank at the fact that compLexity will be coming to them. They've stacked here. Oftener's been boosted up on top of, I believe, Imagine's head. But if Desi peeks out at unders at the right time and trades his crosshair, he might be able to find a very easy headshot.
So yeah, he's just holding in that unders, and it does look like the boost has been cancelled by Winterfox.
Oh my goodness, Desi just destroys Zuzi.
Through the wall, and that's the icing on the cake really for compLexity. Now all they need to do is just get into this bomb site. They've already got that player advantage. They need to trade it out, but the bomb has been dropped, and Winterfox now, they may have an easier time of holding things. Offnu and Apoc getting one apiece. The flashbang out there as well from EMAG allows Offnu to find one. Surreal with a nice jump around the corner does take down one, but now Android X, he's gonna have to clutch out another 2 versus 1.
Well, if there's ever a man that you want to be clutching the situation out, it'd be this man himself, as you can see him slowly working across through the edge of the smoke. I think Raz has sussed this out, but Raz will be able to get the headshot. Winterfox, we're going on to the final round once again. These two teams just not being giving up until the very end. Winterfox do have to force up a UMP. Complete buy coming out from compLexity. Bit of a misplay coming out from compLexity, in my opinion. Able to get the first pick, and they're just going 1 by 1.
Yeah.
Basic errors of Counter-Strike.
Through smoke as well.
Basic errors. You can't go out 1 by 1. If you charge it all together, do it on the back of a flashbang. Don't give Winterfox the opportunity of the luck or the luxury, of just shooting you. because that's just what happened.
Yep, not very good for compLexity there, but they still at least have a chance here to be able to close it out 16-14. And wouldn't hurt them too much if they were able to do that. But if they allow this one to go through to the overtime, Winterfox again going to be in with a sniff. Are they going to be able to capitalize on it? Are they even going to win this round? That's really the important question right now for Winterfox. They have to take it one round at a time. They can't be thinking about overtime just yet because they haven't even secured that. compLexity this time deciding not to go towards the B-bomb side, at least not initially.
This is such an intense round. You can see that they're opting to go back and try to take control together. And Winterfox as well. Not trying to give up any opportunities this time. Going to be playing 3 towards the B site, 2 towards A, playing safe, using their smoke grenades early, using their incendiary grenades early, not trying to give an opportunity towards Surreal's or towards any of the AKs on the side of compLexity. Flash is now coming through, and Surreal is actually to take down Raz.
They only have one more player here to deal with on the A-bomb site. That's Zeusy. He's not even on the A site. But if they can get rid of him, the A site's essentially free, though. APOC will take one. Android trading it back. It's 4 versus 3. Offnu towards the A site. What's he going to be able to do? He needs to hold off. He needs to find another one here, and he won't. Android will take him down. 3 versus 2 now in the favor of compLexity, and the trouble for Winterfox is APOC's a one-shot pretty much to any of these guys.
And the HE grenade as well in the hands of Android. If he throws it in the right position, might be able to do a lot of damage. All have to imagine now, on 1-on-3, he's got the A4, but that's it. compLexity have the better post plant. There is the kit. He's got no grenades to work with. He's waiting for the smoke to fade before he pushes out. But he has to find all the one-on-ones correctly. There's one on towards Desi. Now dancing across, trying to find Surreal on the site. But Surreal, he's danced around this perfectly. And he's going to get the Tech 9 kill. compLexity at the very end, taking a 16-14 victory. That's devastating for Winterfox.
Imagine was playing so well there on Overpass, but so well is maybe not good enough to deal with the 3 versus 1 post-plant situation there for compLexity. And the 2-0 for compLexity comes out. As you've said, it's been a really good performance from them tonight up against Winterfox. Yeah, that was very, very close. But the first map, a huge deficit for Winterfox, and they didn't even really come back into it when they started getting some rounds on the board. So overall, a very successful night for compLexity. Their first 2-0 of this season. I mean, they haven't had a 2-0 really. They've only got 1 round. So this is just miles better than what they've been doing throughout the entire season. And to be able to pull out the 2-0 right now when it really matters, excellent stuff.
I think ultimately what cost Winterfox a lot is just their CT side hold. We saw that not only on Cage, but now on Overpass as well. Overpass is meant to be that CT bias map. It's meant to be an easier job for the defensive team to hold on towards. And I think there were a bit of signs early on from compLexity on Cage where maybe their CT side would be a little bit weak on Overpass. They dropped a couple of rounds, and while Winterfox looked a lot better on the T side than they ever did on the CT side. Same for compLexity. It looked a lot better on the T side than it did on the CT side. And I think that's probably why both teams are more closer towards the bottom of the league as opposed to the top.
Yeah.
Just simply because their CT holds are not good enough compared to the other teams.
Yeah, definitely not. But let's have a look here and see how things have gone throughout the day. For us and for the other stream, 16-6 to compLexity and then 16-14 to compLexity. Both of our matches are now done. And over the other side, NRG was able to close out the win over CLG, but the second map's still going in the favor of NRG slightly, but doesn't necessarily mean it's over just yet.
Still Optic as well as Rush later on. If Rush can, maybe take a 1-1 against Optic, who have lost. I think Hiko was filling in for them. He's not filling in anymore, so I'm not sure who their 5th is.
Yeah.
If they're able to consolidate,
I think it was Freakazoid. I saw on Twitter.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not 100% sure. Don't take that for gospel. Could have been just something that I missed. But definitely looking like an interesting matchup to go over there. We'll see how it goes. Having a look at tomorrow, though, there's not going to be a B stream, so no us, sadly. Maybe gladly for a lot of people, we'll see. But on the main stream, it is going to be CLG and Liquid, and then Cloud9 and compLexity. I think CLG Liquid could be a relatively close one, but Cloud9 compLexity is, I would say, fairly comfortable there for Cloud9.
Yeah, even if they're using a sub for Cloud9, should be a comfortable shot out. They're not versing, maybe a middle tier team or a top tier team. They're versing one of the teams which, are struggling against another lower tier team.
Definitely.
And mainly just based on their CT hold. It's just their CT holds are not good enough.
Yeah, and even there for both of those teams, they were losing a couple of anti-ecos, probably more than you can excuse. You could say, okay, 1 anti-eco, you lose that, fair enough. But if you lose 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4, 4 spies, or against 4 spies, you really need to be locking those rounds down. And that's, again, something that we didn't really see coming out from both of these teams tonight.
Yeah, it was endemic. Both of them were dropping anti-ecos left, right, and center. So not really much that you can do there. Otherwise, they just need to tighten up their play. I guess in terms of their T side, you can see they had better control of the map. On the CT side, it just felt to me they were stumbling around, trying to gather control, but not understanding how to.
Yeah, and definitely Surreal and Uber looked pretty decent tonight. Surreal particularly on Cache. Android looking pretty... Sorry, I meant Android. Android looking a lot better there on Overpass. I think that, you know, there's some takeaways at least there for compLexity. Some of their players are stepping up, getting some frags, and that's good to see. Android has always been the one that we've really looked at here to be stepping up.
I think Android went huge on both maps. So.
Yeah, but good to see Surreal as well, sort of getting in there with the AWP.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also a big shout out towards Jason R as well. I mean, it's very difficult on your sub, first time you're coming in towards the team to try to perform well. In Cache, you know, I think he exceeded our expectations. I was expecting him, you know, to put in work, but not like, you know, dropping 19 kills in the first half, which is absolutely insane, especially giving compLexity the lead they needed in the earlier stages of the match.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been a good night here for compLexity tonight, getting the 2-0 over Winterfox. That is going to mark the end of our broadcast, though. We don't have another match coming up. You can, of course, jump over to the mainstream. They've still got 2.5 maps to go. But until next time, we're going to have to say goodnight. Have a good one.